So once again guys, welcome back to 1920 Gaming, welcome back to our manager's journey, and this is of course FIFA 20 career mode. We're kicking off today's episode with a look at our December calendar. I didn't show this in the last episode because I knew these games was coming, but we have got an absolute belter today in the leasing trophy. As you can see, the highlighted game against QPR. Now, I know that this is a game that's in the leasing trophy, it's not in the league. But guys, this game is absolutely huge in terms of breaking their momentum, psychology, going in. If I can win that game, and it's just 2 matches before the game in the league, that is going to have an absolutely huge bearing on the players' morale, my own confidence, all that kind of good stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that game in particular. But before we get to it, we've got some work to take care of with the Gillingham game, which is a league game, and the Rochdale game, which is, I believe, an FA Cup game. So we're going to go and do Gillingham, we're going to do Rochdale, we're going to do QPR, but then we're going to leave it. So we've got Oxford in the next one, QPR again in the league, and we'll probably, depending on time, do both the Wickham and the Wimbledon game, which will then lead us nicely into the January transfer window. But that QPR game is obviously, it's one that I'm looking forward to. I've been waiting for it for a couple of episodes now. Obviously, I didn't know the leasing.com trophy one was there. That could have been anyone else in the tournament, but I knew that in December we'd got the QPR game in the league coming up, and the way that things was going, how close and tight the league is. I've been looking forward to that game for so long now. But to get them in the cup and get a look at them and hopefully go on and beat them and break their momentum, hopefully, like I said earlier, that'll carry over to the league and disrupt them a little bit, because we definitely need that to happen. But of course, all that becomes irrelevant if we don't get the right results in the games leading up to it. So without further ado guys, let's stop wasting time and get into them. And there you have it, guys. That's the build up to the big one. We obviously got the 3-1 win against Gillingham away, which is good. And another good thing about that game is the fact that we had Hardy come on and absolutely change the direction of that game, just the way that he did in pre-season. So hopefully that can see a return to form for him. And then we had the FA Cup game against Rochdale, where we had another absolutely starring performance from Harrison, who is having a really, really good breakthrough season. Obviously, he's not a first teamer yet, but he feels so good to use, so fun. I'm so confident with him when he's got the ball, especially in front of the goal at the moment as well. He's played right wing for us, left wing for us, cam for us, up front for us, and every single position he's played in, he's done a really good job. So that's another really good positive. But now, after we've took care of a bit of housekeeping, as you can see right there is this game against QPR. Now we've looked at what could happen on the positive side. If for us, obviously, if we beat them, the momentum will gain, the confidence will gain. Hopefully it can elevate our performances as well, back up to what they were at the beginning of the season. But obviously there is another side to that as well, where if God forbid we lose that game, it is going to make the return match against them that much more difficult. Everything that I've just said in a positive light obviously becomes negative. We could lose confidence, it could end up disrupting us as much as it does them. I could lose confidence myself. There's a lot of things riding on this game. It feels almost like it's a final in of itself. But yeah, that's the implications. That is how huge this game is. I'm so looking forward to playing it, so I'm not going to waste any more time, and we're going to jump into it now. Here we go then, guys. It's time for kick-off, and what a main event to the episode this is. I'm really looking forward to this. In terms of selection and things like that, obviously we're at our absolute strongest, except for instead of Fosu Mensah today, because he was feeling it a bit. We've got McKeithen, who also is disappointed with the lack of chances that he's getting, so he's getting one in an absolutely massive game today. I've already explained all the implications of this one. It's nice that it's at home, because obviously we've been so strong here the last couple of seasons. But yeah, this is going to be a different type of thing altogether. This could be as significant for the tournament that itself, that whoever wins this game could be the one that goes on and wins the whole thing. And obviously it's a trophy that I've set myself to win this season. So yeah, we'll see how we get on, but yeah, massively excited for this. I'm hoping for a good, aggressive, fast start. We've played our way in quite well at the moment. Everyone's had a good touch of the ball, but this is slightly worrying here because McKeith cannot keep up with him. It's a good punch out by Nicholson, but we need to win that second ball, and Garcia put his body on the line now, which is definitely in this game of all games what I want to see. We've got Morgan driving us forward here at the moment. That's a nice ball flicked out down the left for Moreno. He's got options in the box. He's gone himself. It didn't look far wide. It's a nice little sighter, and that is exactly the positive start that I wanted from us. Obviously it didn't go in. It was a very tight angle from there, but the intent's there, the aggression's there. It was a nice sweeping counter when we got the ball back as well. So yeah, this game has started exactly how I imagined that it would, and I'm looking forward to the rest of it. Although the QPR are in again here, it's really open at the moment, this one, in the first quarter of an hour, and that is a big header by McKeith because keeper didn't come this time. He's going to have to do some more possibly here. That's great defending from Giles as well. QPR have made a really good start to this game as well. We've hit them really just on a counter at the minute, but this is nice football from them. Oh, it's a good shot from a different kind of angle, and you can definitely see why they're doing so well this season. But we have got them open on the counter again here. That's a nice back heel, but Gomez just couldn't get to it. Ito's cut that out in a nice position though. I thought maybe he could have swept that out for Moreno there, but he didn't choose to. That's a good ball to Lavery. He's turned back, there's options, but that's good defending. And what an opening 20 minutes this has been. Can Garcia put a decent one in for us here? We've got Big McKeith in the side again today, so we will be a threat in their box. And that was good work there to recycle the ball from Gomez after the clearance out. To Moore, who's driving forward here. That's a good ball in for Lavery. It could fall for Morgan, just not quite. But yeah, this has been everything that I hoped it would be at the moment, guys. Both sides are just so aggressive at the moment off the ball. Got no thoughts or anything other than forward passing when we've got the ball. And Gomez is in here. Oh, it's off the inside of the post. Is it going to drop from Moreno? No. Oh man, that could be a big moment in this game. It really could be. Oh, they're in here now themselves. They've got in behind Clark, but that surely Tamori's done well just to shield it out there. But how unlucky was that for Gomez? I really thought that was 1-0. It just clipped the inside of the post, and games can turn on such things. There hasn't been a dominant team in this game. You can tell that we're really evenly matched, which makes me more excited for the return match with them in the league as well. Oh, I thought Morgan might drive on that. That's a nice first touch from Lavery, but instead of hitting it, he tried to play it back to Gomez, which may just go to show his little lack of confidence at the moment. There's times where he would probably have hit that, but he's too much of a good player with too many goals in him to not be playing him in this game, even though he's slightly low on confidence and out of form at the moment. Especially with no real replacement up front, which is somewhere that we've already identified that we are lacking a bit. The game seems to have calmed down for a couple of minutes now because everyone has just run at full tilt the whole game at the moment on both sides. That would have been a nice little 1-2 play there, but it's worked out quite well. Oh, if Morgan could have got that one off with Lavery, we might have had a chance. But with half time coming, the game seems to have calmed down at the moment in terms of openness. It's got that little bit tighter. But as you can see, both teams are really pressing the ball. No one's really getting a minute on it. And it's making it hard now for both teams. We've both put so much into this first half, which is actually coming to a close. It's gone really quick this half. Clark stayed with his man this time. QPR just enjoying a little bout of possession here. They've not been quite as direct as us, but yeah, we've both created as many opportunities as each other. We could be in again here. We've got men over, but we're not going to have time to see what would have happened in that move. And that is the end of a really hectic first half, guys. The game's living up to its billing from my point of view, and let's get into the second half. And we're underway again. QPR have kicked the second half off now. If this game's anything like it was in the first half, we're in for a treat. I think the way that the game's going, the first goal in this game could be absolutely huge. I think it will actually change the way the game's being played at the moment. That is a beautiful little ball from Lavery, and we've got Moreno in here. He's got to go all the way. He has. This time it was on target, but what a strong left hand from the QPR keeper. Is a brilliant little ball to him from Lavery. He's hit it really well, to be fair. He tried from that angle in the first half and was off target, but he's got it this time. And in comes the corner, and I thought McKeith was going to get there, but the keeper's punched it clear. Put it back in again. Come on. He's beat his man. He tried to beat him again. He beat him once. He should have probably whipped it in there, but we have got another corner. Can we do anything with this one? No, we can't. And QPR whack it clear, but that's a good positive start from us again in the second half. I think QPR have actually struggled to deal with how aggressively we're pressing the ball at the moment, in both the first and the second half. They've created opportunities more than chances, I would say. They've not really had any clear looks at goal, not the kind of looks that we've had anyway. And here we go now with Gomez. Might get another one. Nice little step overs, but the defender was wise to it, and they just pumped it clear, and we keep recycling it at the moment. The game is just being played at such a good tempo. Lavery's used good strength there. He's got through. We've seen him do this so many times. Can he put it in? He's not tried to. He's getting it to Moreno, who has scored this time. He's the one who has been pressing and testing the keeper. And this time, the third time of asking, it goes in. It's from a totally different angle. And guys, we have just gone 1-0 up against QPR in an absolutely huge match. It was good work from Lavery. I thought the chance had gone, but he was patient. And Moreno's used QPR's own defenders there to blind the keeper. Gomez is in there as well. He's not interfered with it. It's a perfectly legitimate goal. And now we are 1-0 up. QPR have got the game back underway, but this could turn into a totally different game now. And all the things that I was saying before the match about confidence, momentum, and all this, that and the other, we now get the chance to see whether that goal will change QPR at all, even in this game. It's not going to if we give the ball away like that, but that was such a huge moment in the game. I didn't see it coming, but it did. Moreno actually coming in off the wing, and it was a good attempt. Obviously it was good enough to go in. That's put his confidence up, as you could see with a little flick there. The ball just got pumped into Lavery, but this time QPR were right on him. He couldn't do nothing with it. And we really don't have to rush now. We can just calm down, keep good possession, and instead of trying to force an opening like both teams were, we can now just wait for one and try and create one with a bit of quality instead of just raw aggression. And yeah, we'll see where that takes us. Wells just puts one forward into Morgan. Gomez has picked it up here. He's waiting for a little run from Garcia, who's put a nice one into Lavery. Can he get it back? He can't. And it goes out for a goal kick this time. So guys, since the goal kick, we've completely dominated the following like 15-20 minutes of the game. We don't have long left now. It is still like precariously balanced with just the one goal, but in terms of performance, we've literally just gone on and dominated the ball, the territory, and all that good stuff. And QPR haven't had a look in at all. And like I was saying earlier, it may have disrupted them. I didn't think a goal would, to the point that it has, but we've just been able to play through their press, play around it, and yeah, we're recycling the ball back in good areas. We've kept up our aggression, our level of performance, the energy, all that lot. QPR seems to have dropped, and they seem to be running out of ideas, if I'm being completely honest. And that can only be a good thing, because if they carry that forward into their next league games, then yeah, it may just have disrupted them, and I was hoping it would. But we do still have to see it out. That's a good punch from Nicholson there That was very needed, and now we could get away on the counter again because Ito's done beautifully there to let that just run across him so he can still use his pace. He's got to pass it now, he's run too far. Lavery's there, and there it is. That is game. We have beaten QPR, and Lavery has got himself back on the score sheet, so hopefully that will help his confidence and do him the world of good. Wow, I wasn't expecting it like this, to be honest. He was never going to miss from there, even if he wasn't in form. I mean, it was a bit of a scuffed finish. It was nowhere near the corner like you'd hoped it would be. The keeper probably could have saved that with his hand. But I'll take it. Lavery, I'm sure, will take it as well. And we have now beaten QPR at home, which is good. I'm not too sure if the league fixture's home or away, but this could have a huge bearing on the season, an absolutely huge one. And that is game, guys, and that is going to also be the end of this episode. I really enjoyed this game, enjoyed this episode a lot. The game lived up to all my expectations. I hope it did yours as well. If you did enjoy it, please leave that like and subscribe. It would help an awful lot. And thank you for giving me your time, and I will see all of you in the next one. Have a good day, guys. Bye bye.